Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to explain how to convert NFA to DFA. So before we are going to convert NFA to DFA, just we recall what is NFA and DFA. So simply we can say as a definition wise, the formal definition for both NFA and DFA is similar, like it consisting of 5 tuples, namely Q, sigma, Q naught, F and delta. So the formal definition for both is same. Q is nothing but its set of all the states in your finite automata. And then sigma is nothing but set of input symbols. So we can call it as terminals. And then Q naught is an initial state. F is a final state. And then delta is a transition function. Right, so this transition function will differentiate whether you are constructing the DFA or NFA, right? So how it is differ? For DFA, the transition function is like this. Now you can take delta. So this delta it will be. So now you can take any state from the Q and take the input from sigma, right? So now you can apply this transition function. So you can move to any one of the state, right? So it can move only one state. For example, if you started at your initial state Q naught and you are taken your input symbol as 0, then you can move to any of the states like Q1. Suppose C, for example, here what this transition function will say, now you started state Q naught by taking an input symbol 0 and you are moving to the another state Q1. So whereas in your NFA, so you can do like this, means the transition function, how it says, you can take the state from your Q and you can take your input symbol from sigma and you can move to more than one state, right? You can move more than one state, right? See, for example, if I am written like this, say delta Q naught comma A. So by taking Q naught as a state and I'll taken my input symbol as A, I can move to more than one state. Like C, for example, I can move two states like Q1 and Q2. So from Q naught, if I'm taken A as an input, I can reach two states, namely Q1 and Q2. So this is your non-deterministic finite automata. Whereas your deterministic finite automata, it is not possible. We can move only one state. So now today's topic is how we are going to convert this NFA to its equivalent DFA. And remember, we cannot convert DFA to NFA because we can't make like one transitions to more than, but we can make it's possible, like we can take more transitions and we will convert it into a single transition. So we'll see how it's possible, right? So first of all, the finite automata, it can be represented in two ways, like transition table or a state diagram. So these are two ways how you can represent your finite automata. So now the question is given for you by any of the representation. So what we have to do first, so if you have the transition table directly, right, so then don't worry about that. So if you have a state diagram with you, then first what we have to do is we have to construct, right, we have to construct transition table for given finite automata, right? So now in this your finite automata is given as a state diagram. Now you have to construct a transition table for that first, and then the second step is identify the new state. So what do you mean by a new state? Suppose in your given NFA, right? So suppose in your given NFA, now you have in your transition table or state diagram, you have some of the states like Q0, Q1, Q2, like that you have. So now whenever you are trying to move from that state to any of the input symbol, you are going to see the same states. It's not a combination, right? So that is of a similar state you are reaching. So apart of that, you are finding any combination in your transition table, and you treat that as a new state. And then in third step, find transitions with that new states, right? Whatever the new states you have. So now you start a transition. You have to find the transition functions with that new states with all possible inputs, right? With all possible inputs. So you can take all the possible inputs from your sigma, right? So then you can find out the transitions by using that input symbols. Okay, and you can repeat the same thing until you didn't get any new state in your transition table which is newly constructed, right? So how you can terminate? So you can do until there is no new state in your transition table. Okay, last but least, so you have to identify the final states, right? So identify the final states from newly constructed transition table. Newly constructed transition table. So how you can identify? So whatever the final states in your question, right? Whatever the final states you have in your question, and you have to include all the new states which is consisting of that final state in your existing transition table, right? So in that way you have to find the final states, because this step is very important. So for NFA, whenever you are trying to construct an equivalent DFA, whatever the strings that can be accepted by your DFA, mean NFA, that everything it can be accepted by your DFA. Then only we can say that both the machines, NFA and both the DFA are equal, right? So because of that, you have to take care of that for finding the final states as a final step. So now we'll move with an example, right? So now we'll see an example. So then we follow the steps and we are trying to construct an equivalent DFA for the NFA, right? See, suppose for example, the transition table is given for you. So like it consisting state and then input symbol, right? So here you have your input symbol 0 and 1, and here you have the states Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3, right? So this is your transition table. So here the representation for initial state will be taken by an arrow and a final state is given by a circle, right? So now the transitions is given like this: Q0, Q1, and then this is Q0, and here it is Q2, Q1, Q3, Q3, 5, Q2. So now I'll show you the equivalent state diagram for this. So now you have the states Q0, which is an initial state, and then Q1, Q2, Q3. So Q3 is your final state. So I'll try to draw a state diagram for this transition table, right? See, by Q0, if I'm taking 0 as an input, I can be in the same state and I can also move to state Q1. right? And then from Q0, if I'm taking 1 as my input, I'll be in the same state. And from Q1, by taking input as 0, I can move to Q2. From Q1, if I'm take 1 as an input, so I'll be in the same state, right? And by Q2, so by taking input 1 or 0, I can reach the same state Q3. So you can give directly here like this, or else you can take two arrows, one with 0 and another arc with 1, right? So from Q3, so with 0 there is no transition, so I cannot move anywhere by I taken my input as 0. So whereas the input is 1, I can reach from Q3 to Q2. So this is a state diagram is equivalent to this transition table. Okay. So now we'll construct it. So what is the first step? So first step is identify, right? Identify new state. So this is your transition table. So now you can identify from this existing transition table, you have the states Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. So now you can observe from this transition table. So this is Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q3, Q2. So these all the states are existed already in your existing state diagram. Whereas this Q0, Q1 combination is not existed in your transition, state diagram. So now you consider this as your new state. Right? So this as your first new state. And then now you start the second step, that is finding transitions with all possible inputs. Right? So here what are the possible inputs we have? 0 and 1. Right? So now I start the solution for this question. Right? So here I just want to reduce the size of this. Okay, so now we'll see the solution of this question. So now we are trying to find the transition delta of, what is your state we have here? Q0, Q1. So Q0, Q1 is now one single state. So what is my possible inputs? 0 and 1. So I'll start transition with 0 first. So how we are going to find this? See, we can separate these two transitions like this. See, delta of Q0 comma 0. So now you are finding delta of Q0 comma 0 union delta of Q0, sorry, second one is Q1. So Q1 comma 0. So now see what is delta of Q0 0. So delta of Q0 0 is nothing but Q0 Q1 union. And what is delta of Q1 0? So delta of Q1 0 is Q2 itself. Right. So now after I am finding this union, so I find that Q0, Q1 and Q2. Right. So now you are finding of that this is another new state. Right. This is another new state because this state is, as of now, it is not existed in your existing transition table. So now you are trying to find another transition for the same state Q0, Q1 with another possible input, that is 1. So you can do the same way like delta of Q0 1 union delta of Q1 1. Right. So simply what is Q0 1? It is Q0 itself union. So what is Q1 1? So Q1 1 is nothing but Q1 itself. So now after performing the union, you get Q0 Q1. So Q0 Q1 is already existing state. So from this transition, we are finding the another new state so that you can repeat the step 2 again. So how we can do that? So now we are trying to find the transition function for this new state with all possible inputs. So now this is your first and now you are trying to find the second pair, that is delta of, so this one is Q0, Q1, Q2, comma 0. So now you can extend it this like this, delta of Q0 comma 0 union delta of Q1 comma 0 union delta of Q2 comma 0. So what is Q0 0? So Q0 0 is nothing but Q0 Q1 union Q1 0 is nothing but Q2 union. What is Q2 0 is nothing but Q3. So after you are performing the union, you get Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. So now you are observing that this is another new state. Right, so I can numbering this is your new state 1 and this is your new state 2 and this is your new state 3. So now we continue with another input, that is with 1. So delta of Q0, Q1, Q2 with 1. So simply you can write delta of Q0 comma 1 union delta of Q1 comma 1 union delta of Q2 comma 1. So what is delta of Q0 comma 1 is nothing but Q0 union. So Q1 1 is nothing but Q1. So then Q2 1 is nothing but Q3. So now you are finding here Q0, Q1, Q3. So here you are finding that Q0, Q1, Q2. So that's what we are finding just now, the transitions. And then we are observing that when we have Q0, Q1, Q2 with 1 as an input. So now the transition function will generate another new state, that is Q0, Q1 and Q3. Okay, Q0, Q1 and Q3. So I repeat here, I just erase this one because we have the problem with us. So now the new state is Q0, Q1, Q3. So now we are trying to find the transition function for this. So this is the third part. So here delta of Q0, Q1, Q3, right, with input 0. So how you can do? So delta of Q0 comma 0 union delta of Q1 comma 0 union delta of Q3 comma 0. So this is Q0 0 is nothing but Q0 Q1 union Q1 0 is Q2 union Q3 0 is pi. Right, Q3 0 is pi. So now it is of Q0, Q1, Q2 which is already existed. See, Q0, Q1, Q2 is already existed because you already find the transitions with 0 and 1. So no need to find the transitions for this again. Okay, so now you are trying to find the transition with 1. So Q0, Q1, Q3 with 1. Okay, so now this is delta Q0 comma 1 union delta Q1 comma 1 union delta Q3 comma 1. So now Q0 1 is nothing but Q0 itself, and then union Q1 1 is nothing but Q1 and Q3 1 is nothing but Q2. Right, so after you are finding the union, you will get Q0, Q1 and Q2. So the same state you have. Right, Q0, Q1 and Q2, the same state you have. So there is no need to find the transition function again. Right. So now this is a new state. Still we have, we are not finding the transition function for this. So now we start the transition function for that. So for that I just erase this part and I'll show you here. So here, so this is the fourth thing. See here, like you can take delta of, right, what are the states you have? Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. Right, Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. So comma 1. Sorry, 0. The first possible input is 0, right? So how you can take delta Q0 comma 0 union delta Q1 comma 0 union delta of Q2 comma 0 union delta of Q3 comma 0. So Q0 0 is nothing but Q0 Q1, and then union Q1 0 is nothing but Q2, Q2 0 is nothing but Q3, and Q3 0 is pi. So now you are finding of that the union is Q0 Q1 Q2 Q3 itself. So this is again the existing state, right? So this is not again a new state. So now we are trying to find the transition with 1, right? Q0 Q1 Q2 Q3 comma 1. So we can do the same thing like delta of Q0 1 union Q1 1 union Q2 1 union Q3 1 you have to do. So I just simply directly written here. So Q0 1 is nothing but Q0 union, and Q1 1 is nothing but Q1 union. So Q2 1 is nothing but Q3 union. Q3 1 is nothing but Q2. So now you are finding the same state, that is Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3 after your finding, right? So now, so these are the new states I found in my journey. So now I find of that there is no new states is available for this solution. So I just stop finding the transition functions. Okay, and now I'm reaching to my next step, that is I have to identify the final states. So now I have the new states like Q0 Q1, right? So here I list out all the new states like Q0 Q1, right? And the second one is Q0 Q1 Q2. So Q0 Q1 Q2, and the third new state is here I simply take Q0, Q1, Q3, right? And the last one is Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. So these are the new state I find in my conversion of NFA to DFA. So now I want to identify what will be the final states here, right? So from newly constructed, so I need to verify what will be the final state in my given transition table. So from my given transition table, Q3 is my final state. So now from the generated new states, in which state it will consisting the Q3, and that every new state will become a final state. So now observing this, these two will become a final states. So simply you can take with a circle representation, because in transition table the final states can be taken by a circle representation, right? So now you are almost at the final step. So already we are constructed the equivalent DFA. So I just rewrite all these new states into one transition table. Okay. So I just erase all these things. So remember, these are the new states we are getting, right? So now here I am trying to construct the transition table that is equivalent to your DFA. Right? So now the equivalent DFA, the transition table will consisting of, right? You have to include all your previous states from existing table. So don't remember, don't forget that. And from that you have to add all new states also. Okay, so see here. So from my given question, the transitions are given as Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, and the new states are Q0, Q1, and then Q0, Q1, Q2, Q0, Q1, Q3. So Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3. Right? So these are the things you are taking. So I just renaming all these things with an alphabets because we have to construct a transition table, I mean state diagram. So with that renaming alphabet. See, suppose for example, if I am taking Q naught as A, B, C, D, and this state as E, F, G, and H. Right? So these are different states. So what this existing will say, this is Q naught Q1. So Q naught Q1 is nothing but your E. Right, Q naught Q1 is nothing but your E, and Q naught is A, just we renamed. So for Q1 Q2, so Q2 is renamed with C. For Q1 it is renamed with B, and for Q2 we have a transition Q3 which is renamed as D, and here also Q3 is D. For Q3 there is no transition with 0, and Q2, so there will be transition with this one. So this will be a C. And from Q0 Q1, so we are finding with 0. So the thing we are getting as Q0 Q1 Q2. So this state simply we are represented with F. Okay. And then here we have Q0 Q1. Right. So this Q0 Q1 is nothing but we are taken as E. Okay. And then from Q0 Q1 Q2. So by taking 0 as an input, so I'll find Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3 is a state, right? So this is simply H. Okay. And then I have here Q0, Q1, Q3. So Q0, Q1, Q3 is nothing but simply G. So Q0, Q1, Q3, for that, so I'm getting transitions like Q0, Q1, Q2. So which simply as F. And then here also Q0, Q1, Q2 is nothing but your F. And for Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, so we are getting the same state like Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3. So simply it is H, right? So, and here also we are getting the same like Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3. So this is H. So now this is an equivalent DFA. So if you want to construct a transition, means state diagram for this, right? So state diagram. So this is enough for your answer actually. If you want to see as a representation of a state diagram, then you can construct state diagram also from this. Right, see, now this is your initial state. Remember, for any finite automata, there will be only one initial state. There may be of any final states. So what are the final states here? So simply here the final states are Q0, Q1, Q3, Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, because it's consisting the final state Q3 from your existing table. So from newly constructed DFA, right, for newly constructed DFA, and these three states means D, G, H will be the final states. So now here simply I am taking a state diagram. For that I will take all my states. So A is my initial state. Here C, Q0 is renamed with A, right? So then I'll take A. So from that A I can move E. So for easy of identification, I'll take like this. So now my input is 0. I can move to where I can move? I can move to E. My input is 1. Then I can move only itself. So then from Q1, so that is nothing but B. So if I'm taking my input as 0, I'll move to C. So here I'm taking B and I'll take another state as C. So now from B I can move to C when my input as 0. So I'll be in a same state when my input as 1. So from C I can move to D, right? Simply here I'm taking D, right? So I can move to D. Okay, so when I take my input as 0, and you can find when input as 1 also I can reach the same state D. So from D, for 0 I didn't have any transition. So for 1 I can move to C. So where this is. So simply you can have this is 1. Okay, and then from E I can move to F and C. Right, see here, C I can move, sorry, F and E, right? Okay, see, from E I'm going to CF when my input is right. So F, G, H combination is there. So for that I can extend it here. See here F I can take. Okay. So from E, if my input is 0, I can reach F. It is 1, I'll be in the same state. Okay. So from F, I can reach H. Right. So from F, my input is 0. I can reach H. Then if my like see what we can say, from F, if my input is 1, I can reach G. So now it will taken as 1. Okay. From G, I can reach F. Right. From G, I can reach F if my input is 0. And if my input is 1 also, I can reach the same state. See FF. So from H, so I'll be in the same state. Right, from H I'll be in the same state for both the input. Okay, so this is an equivalent DFA for the given NFA. So we are made the initial state here. So now it's time to take all your final state representation with a double circle. So here you can observe that D is your final state, G is your final state, and then H is also a final state. So now you can represent all your final states with double circle. So in this way, your convert NFA to DFA.